I don't really know how to define this episode, but it was beautiful. Hey guys, did you watch the last season of Love, Death and Robots? I didn't really like the second season, but this third one is amazing. Let's talk about Jibaro, one of my favorite episodes of the season, as he has something special that is different from the others, and if you don't know me yet, I'm the Monio, your favorite interdimensional demon. You're on my channel, and let's talk about the episode. As I said before, I found this episode quite different, because unlike others, it has nothing that directly refers to technology, which is represented by the word robot in the series title. It would be more like man versus nature, and these men are apparently medieval, so as much as we have other episodes that don't deal directly with technology either, they usually bring some kind of reflection on how modernity impacts the world, and that's not the case here. Jibaro is about an entity that appears to be a mermaid, or something equivalent to a mermaid, that uses its singing to attract and bewitch some medieval knights, killing them in the process, but one of the knights is deaf, and he is able to resist the singing of the mermaid, and the mermaid is dazzled or at least curious about this deaf knight. This seems to be a very simple synopsis, and in fact it is, but there are several factors that make this episode have several differentials, in addition to several interpretations and metaphors that are possible. The knights, for example, have armor with a typically Spanish design, which can refer us directly to Don Quixote, but I think that in general the knights are represented as colonizers, and like all colonizers they want the riches and resources of the land they are entering. The knight sees in the mermaid several ornaments with gold and precious stones, and wants to take it from her so he can get rich. The mermaid, on the other hand, is shown as an almost divine figure, as a representation of nature or as an avatar of the river or the land itself. Its design is extremely striking and differentiated, as well as its movement that resembles a dance, like a ballet, but at the same time there is a whole mysticism of something ritualistic. The super realistic animation and the different camera angles, along with the music and what we can call the choreography of the scenes, make the episode a very unique experience. I'm going to treat her as a mermaid in this video, but the truth is, I don't know to what extent she fits with the definition that most of us have of a mermaid, which would be a mythological being associated with the sea and not with fresh water, like is shown in the animation, but whatever. If you follow the line of interpretation of the knights as colonizers, you can assume that the deaf knight is the representation of this concept, as he sees the mermaid and at the first opportunity rips all the gold he can get from her and then discards her, and the episode makes a point of leaving the scene very impactful, because at this point she seems to be dead just like the colonized, who see their riches being taken from them out of sheer greed and often end up suffering and dying. But I like to think of the mermaid more as an entity of nature, which serves to protect the land against invaders, thus having characteristics of purity, innocence, and curiosity, which makes her approach the knight to the point of lying down with him and feeling a very strong physical attraction to him, which results in him losing all his gold. And this scene is very interesting, because in the kissing part, I was really wondering if they were kissing or fighting. The scene is very ambiguous. After being thrown away, apparently dead, the mermaid is magically brought back by the river, and she causes the knight to listen to her singing, and he meets the same fate as his companions had at the beginning of the episode. This ending, for me, seems like a divine punishment, and it gives a lot to think about the question of the exploration of nature, in which the mermaid would be the entity that punishes the human for disrespecting something sacred and for taking something that does not belong to him. I really enjoyed this episode, and I think it deserved to win several awards for its inventiveness and technical competence. And you, do you agree with my interpretations? Leave your opinion in the comments, and if you liked my content, subscribe to the channel to follow more videos. That's it my people, until next time, demonic hugs.